Good afternoon. Good afternoon, dear delegates. I'm pleased to convene this informal stock-taking plenary on the consultations I have been overseeing as COP30 President. As you may recall from our discussions on the adoption of the agenda and the agreement reached in the opening plenary on Monday, I have been requested to convene presidency consultations on issues related to the following 4 items. Implementation of Article 9, Paragraph 1 of the Paris Agreement proposed by LMDC. Promoting international cooperation and addressing the concerns with climate change-related trade restrictive unilateral measures proposed by LMDC. Responding to the synthesis report on nationally determined contributions and addressing the 1.5 degrees ambition and implementation gap proposed by EOSIS. Reporting and review pursuant to Article 13 of the Paris Agreement, synthesis of biennial transparency reports proposed by the EU. As we are now midway through the week, I have convened this informal stock-taking plenary to report back on the consultations to date on this process. I am pleased to report that parties have engaged in open and honest discussions in the spirit of Mutirão on matters relating to the 4 areas. I want to thank the chairperson of these discussions, Túlio Andrade, who is here. Progress has been achieved over the course of the discussions in enhancing the understanding of each other's perspectives and views. Themes such as implementation and international cooperation have been a common thread with different perspectives attached to these concepts. We thank parties for their dedication to advancing these consultations, including for spending more than 8 hours in total in meeting rooms during the 3 sessions held by now. We heard very positive assessments from parties regarding the discussions with a level of engagement they have not seen in a long time, which resulted in very concrete proposals for a way forward to building bridges, finding solutions, and reaching an outcome with real impacts in the real world. At the same time, we heard from some of the parties that they need more time and adjust the pace to feel completely safe in advancing in this process. In this context, while discussions have certainly matured since we first launched this consultation, we heard from parties that we believe more sessions are needed to make further progress and enhance even more our safe environment of trust between parties. We therefore propose that consultations continue as agreed in the opening plenary, with another stock-take plenary to be held on Saturday. The consultations will continue to serve as a safe space for parties to co-create solutions while ensuring steady progress. We reiterate that the COP30 presidency will remain fully committed to transparency, inclusiveness, and predictability in our process. As we have repeatedly said, there will be no surprises in this process. Our mode of work will continue being guided by the guardrails put forward by parties, which will be ensured by the presidency. Guardrails such as preserving the architecture and the policy cycle of the Paris Agreement, constructive and respectful engagement on issues related to all 4 agenda items proposed, preserving the nationally determined nature of NDCs, and preserving the scope and mandate of GST2. The space will remain open, inclusive, and transparent with the involvement of observers. I will not open the floor in this informal stock-taking plenary, and since the consultations will continue tomorrow. Time and venue will be announced by the Secretariat today. I want to thank you very, very much for the spirit that is surrounding these consultations. Thank you very, very much.